Okay, welcome everyone. This is part of a series of our regular meditations. My name is Elisha Goldstein. I am the founder of the Mindful Living Collective and creator of the program Uncover the Power Within. And these meditations are all about supporting us in moving from a place of feeling maybe stressed or imbalanced or just wanting to grow and allowing us to develop that skill so we can uncover more balance and joy in our lives, and we can do that together. So I'm really happy you're here, and it looks like people are beginning to share where they're from. And so the beginning of all of our practices together, we just kind of do an around the world exercise a little bit, just to sense into just our global community here. And when I name where everyone is coming in from, I want you to just see the globe in your mind and see if you can get a sense of that we're all in this together, and that we're here together. And whether you're watching this live or you're watching this as a recording, know that this is all happening, on a global level. And so, welcome Cynthia and Christina from Germany, and we have Carl here from South Wales, and Barbara from New York City, and Hillary from Chicago. So we have central United States, and we have the East Coast here right now, and we have the UK as well, and Europe, and Lisa from Santa Monica, our backyard, and we have Eileen from Connecticut, and welcome Sarah from Toronto, and Katie from Colorado, and we're also saying some things in here of what we appreciate about ourselves. That's not typically something that we do, and so we're writing that in here. So some of you are here on YouTube Live. Some of you are coming in via this new audio conferencing app called Clubhouse. Not everyone's on there, and that's okay. It's not even available on Android right now, so we're just allowing that to be another opportunity for people to come in. And that's a place where you can also use your voice when we get to a discussion part too. So anyway, welcome from Sarah from Toronto, and Katie, Colorado, and Mary from Washington State. And so we have everyone from New Mexico, and Denmark, and Michigan, and more from New York City, and LA. Welcome, Robin. And Rivka from Jerusalem. And so you can get a sense here. We have Thomas from France here. And people, if you're on the YouTube Live, you're commenting on what's one thing you appreciate about yourself. And the reason we're doing that is because there's a saying that, wherever we focus, wherever our mind tends to focus regularly, is where we invite a certain emotion, or invite a certain energy. And so when we're focusing on maybe what's not going right, or the suffering in our lives, or maybe the perceived catastrophes of the future, we're sending a message to our nervous system of how to feel. And then that feeling then influences the thoughts that come, and it's a feedback loop. And so if we focus a lot of our time on either what we're missing out on, or the catastrophes that could be in the future, or the suffering in our lives and what's not here, then we're inviting energies of sadness or anxiety, or just internal overwhelm and struggle. And yes, in a lot of ways, it's our responsibility to be aware of that. We're not a victim of this. And even allowing ourselves to fall into a state where we feel like a victim of our own emotional tumult is it disempowers us completely. And so what we want to do is we want to recognize that, wherever our focus goes and energy tends to flow, and so we have the ability, with that awareness, to step into that space between stimulus and response, where choice, possibility, and growth lie. and choose a particular focus. That's not saying like we're just trying to put on rose-colored glasses and just see the rosy parts of life, but we do recognize just by understanding the neuroscience or just the anatomy of a human being, that we will tend to focus on the road most traveled. That's just how nature goes. And so we need to be, if we're finding our mind doing that, we need to be intentional with it. And that's why everyone's here right now, even attending this, is because you know that being here together right now and practicing focusing your mind in a particular way, and today we'll do it on uncovering the joy within, is something that supports you in your daily life. And you can do this as this practice. And I want to encourage us to understand that when we practice and repeat this in our daily life too, uncovering the joys that's here, uncovering what we appreciate about ourselves, or what do we appreciate about other people, or whether we appreciate about the world, even people we don't know. When we start to plant those seeds and water them on just a consistent basis, then those seeds will grow. I was at a gathering yesterday. Welcome Mary in the clubhouse, and I was talking with someone there. And my whole life I've been a very amateur guitar player. Something you might not know about me, and I've always loved to play, but I've been very inconsistent with it. And the guy I was talking to was just like a pro guitar player. And he was just saying, just spend 30 minutes a day and just play. Just don't even worry about playing a song, just play. And I'm like, it's just like with anything else. If you spend a little bit of time a day, these are like tiny habits that you can build with this, with uncovering joy. You don't need to spend 30 minutes. You could spend moments, micro moments, a handful of them, a few of them, just bringing to mind things that you appreciate about yourself or other people. And even seeing other people in your life and seeing maybe them at their happiest, at their most joyful, and in your mind saying like, may your happiness or joy continue to grow. Just in your mind saying that. I mean, all you're doing is you're bringing it top of mind. Logically, just think about it. You're bringing that thought, that energy, those electrochemical impulses, whatever you want to say, top of mind, so that in the perceptions that follow, that energy is there to mediate what you see. There's a million things happening at any given moment, and what you see depends on how you feel in your history. Other things are happening. Sources of joy are happening, but we may not see them because that's just not where our mind is at. So we can shift the conditions of our mind with little practices that actually shift the way we perceive things, and we get a different type of feedback loop. We might borrow from the researcher Barbara Fredrickson at University of North Carolina, and she says, we can spiral up, and we can do that. And today we're going to be practicing that. So I'm just seeing here. I'm finally being here now in Clubhouse, but watching. Okay, wonderful, Sarah, and welcome from Rhode Island and Granite Bay, California, and more in LA. Beautiful. Okay, so let's settle into our practice. And okay, so this is our time together. So just get in a comfortable position. You can do this seated or lying down. What feels most nourishing to you is the question. I've had questions that have come in before about like, well, how do I sit when I do meditation? What's the practice of sitting? Like, what's the instruction there? Because I do it and sometimes my back hurts and this type of stuff. And so, my main instruction is just sit or lie down in a way that's comfortable, but allows you to have a straight spine, because that just allows for an ease of breathing. And then just play with it. There's no right or wrong way. Don't worry about what the cover of the magazines show. That's not the right way, for sure. The right way is what is right for you. And just allow for an upright or a straight spine. Again, you can do it lying down. Find yourself falling asleep a lot while lying down? Well, maybe try a sitting posture in a chair, or you can play with different types of meditation gear. Okay. Welcome, Irene from Buenos Aires. Okay, so we'll settle in right now. And I'll just say before we begin, we've been offering these meditations for the past 6 years to the world for free. And it's only recently that we've started to welcome donations. And so we'll give, at the end of this, I'll give you some links if you're open to that or wanting that. If that supports you as well, then we'll welcome that as well. We do that to support our scholarships and teachers for the Mindful Living Collective. Okay. So taking a deep breath, maybe a couple deep breaths, or maybe considering as many as you need right now. And you can do that either, again, we can do this either sitting or lying down. I'll invite you to close your eyes. And if you don't want to, that's also okay. You can just keep kind of a dull gaze towards the floor. Your lap is fine. And starting off with this practice that I call a mindful check-in, which is something just on its own you can do multiple times a day. To support you in being here more in your body, more aware of that space where you can be in charge of your life. So noticing your body here, the positioning of your body. Also how your body's feeling. Noticing if there's any areas as you're beginning this practice of tension or holding anywhere. And you're just looking at it with a sense of curiosity. There's nothing wrong with you if your body is tensing or holding. It's just that, oh, there's that area of my body, and I'm just going to allow that to soften, or going to do a gentle stretch, maybe open that up, showing that part of my body a little love. And you got plenty of time and space. Also being aware of how you're feeling emotionally right now, this time of the day, this time of the week, place in this year. Let's hear comfortable, uncomfortable, maybe something more specific. Maybe there's something specific happening in your day or your life right now that's bringing up a particular emotion. And so whatever is here, just allowing it to arise within a greater sphere of being welcome. And also noticing the quality of your attention right now. Noticing if there's a sense of presence this moment, or if your mind seems scattered and cluttered with other things. And that's okay if it is. It's just this moment of awareness. As we wake up to that, we're in that space. We can choose. Take a deep breath, soften our bodies, and just recommit to being here. As we're doing this, just noticing how your body's just naturally breathing. And with every breath in, also being aware how the breath is a source of nourishment to you, to the cells of your body, literally providing the nutrients to be alive. So breathing in and sensing this nourishment that's here. breathing out and just letting be. Now, taking a moment to bring to mind a memory in your life, something that you're really appreciative for having happened. This could be a moment with somebody else, a sharing of a celebratory event. Maybe it was a engagement, or maybe a big accomplishment. Or it could have been something as simple as sharing tea or coffee out somewhere with someone, or a smile from a stranger. Something when you look back, that was a good moment. This could have been something recently or in the distant past. And when you bring that to mind, bring it to mind like a movie in your mind. Who was there? What was happening? What was it about that moment that was so good? And taking this time to just be so appreciative that that moment happened, sensing it as it is right here. Now, bringing to mind somebody, this could have been somebody from this memory, or it could be somebody else, somebody in your life that you also deeply appreciate. This could be a friend, a family member, or a teacher. Just considering one person. This could be an animal, someone who's alive, someone who, when you think of this person or animal, This brings a gentle smile to your heart, within your mind. And as you bring this person to mind, imagine them sitting here right with you. And as you're seeing them, imagining them at their happiest moments, their most joyful moments. In your mind and your body, connecting from your heart and saying to them with great authenticity, may your happiness continue to grow. May you experience more and more joy in your life. May you continue to stay connected to the source of good within you and within the people that you care about and love. And if you'd rather dip beneath the words, just imagine them with every exhalation, you're sending this type of energy to this person. So, with the inhalation, you sense into the nourishment of this breath, with the exhalation, sending it out to this person or animal. Now, taking a moment to include yourself as well. And see if you can bring those same intentions toward yourself. May my happiness or my connection to the joy inside of me continue to grow. See if you can say it with the same intention as you did towards this person that you care about or this animal that you care about. May my love for myself continue to grow. May I continue to experience more moments of that in my life. I have a greater focus or connection to the good inside myself and the good inside the other people that I love in my life, or even other people in the world. May that awareness continue to grow. If you'd rather dip beneath the words, you breathe in that sense of light into your mind, into your heart, into your body. Breathing out, just letting be. And seeing if you can sense the relationship here between you and this other, breathing in these intentions. May the joy inside of me continue to grow. May I experience and be aware of the good inside of me and other people, and allow that focus to continue to strengthen and grow. Breathing in this sense for me, breathing out for this other person that you care about. It's as if you're breathing in this light, this joy, this awareness, this intention for me, breathing out for you. Seeing if you can expand this out a little bit. As you breathe in these intentions for you, this sense of awareness of the good, awareness of the intentions of these kind intentions of wishing more connection or sustained connection to the joy inside of ourselves. Oh, this intention of wanting it to continue to sustain or grow, or the good inside other people that we care about and we love, the awareness of that. Breathing in one for me and allowing an awareness of the exhalation to touch on the connections of the person that you or animal that you love and care about. Seeing the network of connections that they have and allowing this to ripple out from them with the exhalation and touch all those people and those animals. So breathing in one for me. May my happiness continue to grow. May the joy inside of me continue to grow. Awareness of that in my day-to-day life, breathing out one for you and everyone that you touch. Allowing that exhalation to create ripples across the people that they touch as well. That they touch and until you see this network wrapping around the entire globe. As eventually it will. So breathing in one for me, breathing out, seeing this exhalation wrap around the entire globe. May we all continue to stay connected to our source of what's good inside of ourselves, to the source of joy inside of ourselves, to the wonderful moments in life. Breathing out, may you too, may we all continue to experience this on and on. May this continue to grow today, this week, through this year. As you see this touch yourself and everyone on this globe, imagine just like a global smile. Almost like a global embrace. Just taking a moment to bring this back to you. Noticing your body sitting here, lying down, noticing how you're feeling, what's present. Noticing your body naturally breathing, sensing into the nourishment of each breath. As Hafiz said, how did the rose ever open up and show to the world all its beauty? It felt the encouragement of light against its being. Otherwise, we all remain too frightened. May we spend the moments of our day to day, the moments of this week, encouraging more than before the light against our beings, encouraging the light against other people's beings. So everyone has a chance to bloom a little bit more. It's there, we just need those sparks. When you're ready, bring awareness now to your body and your face, starting to roll your shoulders, your fingers and hands, taking a moment as we end to just acknowledge yourself for taking this time out of your day for your own health and well-being. This is an act of self-care all on its own. When you're ready, beginning to let the light seep through, opening your eyes. Okay, let's get a couple people maybe who can share what you noticed. And I know we have a couple people on the Clubhouse too. And you're welcome to raise your hand on there if you want to. And I can bring you up. And what's cool about that is I can bring the audio up, on that as well. So it's up to you if you want to do that. You don't have to, but let's just get a couple people here. I'm also going to be sharing. I know I'd mentioned that for the past 6 years, we've been doing this for free for the world, and it'll continue to be so. And if you feel so moved, we also welcome donations now, and I'll put that in there for the Mindful Living Collective. And so just kind of sharing what you noticed in that. A genuine feeling of connection, so peaceful and beautiful, Joanne said. And if you want to raise your hand in the Clubhouse, you're welcome to do that. Of course, you don't have to. If you can kind of take in even that quote by Hafiz. He said, feeling peaceful and happier. I love the imagery of the joyful moments. Suzanne. Steve, I love when people start noticing people from around here as well. That's also so cool. I don't know if that actually works what I put in there, but we'll see. Yeah, if there is a feeling or a movement towards donating, the links are also below in this video too. So you don't have to do that for those of you who are on the YouTube or Facebook, not on the Clubhouse. So Beautiful. Yeah. And the value of growing and happiness. Now, could consider, I just want you to, as we come together or bring this to a close, I want you to consider that um, there is a reality behind our focus. And if we don't take hold of our focus through the day, then again, wherever our brain will just go with the road most traveled, or whichever way the current of the stream is going. And we do have the ability to design our minds a little bit more, to design that will help us design our lives a little bit more from the inside out. And that makes an impact not only on us, but also the people that we love and care about. And so it's upon us in some way to practice. Welcome, Richard and Suzanne. Felt a loving memory of my father who passed many years ago and felt an actual connection at this moment. Beautiful. And Agret said, I noticed how much my mind is racing, which is oftentimes what happens in the beginning of our practices. We notice just how busy our minds actually are. Yeah. Hopeful about the happiness spreading around the world. Yep, it starts with us. Tanya said, brought to mind a fractured relationship. Sent her some love. I feel so free. Beautiful. Yeah, you can even take this offline and reach out, over text or something like that, message and share that with that person. Millie, I'm feeling so grateful to be able to breathe deep after having a week of asthma and for connection to happiness and almost forgotten emotions, sending peace and love from New York City. Beautiful. Yeah, so this is real. This is here. And you can access it anytime. That's the beautiful. Richard said, I felt a great connection with our global community and beyond. Beautiful. Jeanette, wonderful meditation. Jeanette also saying hi to people that she knows. We have some different opportunities within the Mindful Living Collective. Some people are coming here from this inner core, which is a very tight-knit group that meets regularly. And then we also have a new program that I have coming out in a couple of weeks called Uncover the Power Within, which is where people go through a very proven program that I've run over the past 5 years, but also I'm with everyone twice a week over the course of a year. So, Tony, your guidance led me to concern toward a good friend of mine in his old age, thoughts of love and concern. And so we can take that awareness also allows us to take a moment in our everyday life and maybe reach out and make it can go from this experience to this experience in our life, just sending not even anything else, but just loving thoughts towards that person. Beautiful. Elisha, may your sense of inner joy continue to grow and expand. Thank you, Susan. I'm going to take that in. Love that. Eileen, hard to feel the goodness, nourishment, and support. So much hardship and sorrow in the world. I know. So Eileen, with that, we allow ourselves, because that's a good nuance to consider. We allow ourselves to do one of two things. We ask ourselves, well, what am I actually needing right now? What I'm noticing is it's hard for me to experience the joy that's here. And so maybe what I'm really needing is to move more into self-compassion, or maybe what I'm needing is to say, there's so much hardness and difficult in the world right now. And at the same time, there's this joy here, which is also real. These good moments are also real. Can I hold both? Can I hold both? Can both be here? I don't have to negate the difficulties and hardships that are also real. But I can allow for both at the same time. What's that like? And just to be curious about that. What's that like? Okay. So again, we do this every single week and every single Sunday. It's usually either my wife or I, or we have a handful of teachers that also teach these global meditations. This is an offering to the world that we do, and we'll continue to do it. And it'll all be continued to offer free to the world. And if there is any, and we also have, as of just a few weeks ago, just welcome donations. And if you're interested in that, or if that's something that's interesting to you, you're welcome to do that. If not, that's okay too. No problem. Just continue to enjoy this and continue to nourish yourself and love yourself through this time. We look forward to continuing to be with you. Again, we're in this way. This is also YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and now we've opened up this new forum on Clubhouse, which most people are not in yet, but it allows for people to step up and speak, when they want to. Okay, we will continue to be here. Bye for now.